In horse racing, there are many ways horse owners decide how they're going to get a trainer. In the case of Bob Leffler, we'll let him explain how he found his trainer in quite the unusual way. Let's travel with Bob on his journey through horse racing.
My cousin Les said to me one day, why don't you buy half a horse? I mean, I got 3 two-year-olds out here, get involved. So I said, okay, let's do it. So he says, I'll give you the choice of the horses of those 3. So I took the big guy in the corner, and it turned out to be Let's Go Rusty, so it's a very good start for me. He had 1 win and a couple thirds in the first year. Then he came back, and it was really strong, really strong. We put him in the Endurance Series, and he did extremely well there. He won the Johnny Longden, in, I believe, in '03.
What's that like winning a stake race?
Stake races, I guess, is even something more special, but any race, the adrenaline rush, especially for new people, is beyond description.
Tell us about your trainers and how you got them.
Well, the first horse, my cousin Les had other horses, and he was the boss, and I was just learning, and basically didn't know the front from the back of a horse, and he coached me through it, and he was using Gary Demarest at the time. And Gary was a very good trainer, ex-rider as well, as you know. And we were quite successful with him, and then we made a switch to Dino Condolinius, who's a personal friend, and Dino did very, very well for us, and we had a lot of fun. But at a point of time when he got acquainted with the Swift Thoroughbred stable, we had to find another trainer, and Dino highly recommended my current trainer, Craig McPherson, who I'm extremely pleased with. He hasn't got a stable full of a lot of stakes horses, so he has a lot of claiming type horses, and he's done very well with them. He's just a good trainer, and I feel very comfortable talking to him.
Now, do you get out there very often?
Quite often. With the horses I have right now, I'm there almost every weekend. Sometimes twice in a weekend, and lots of times I'll go to watch my cousin's horse run or my friend's horses run. I like going there. It's nice stress relief for me, and it's a beautiful place to be and great people.
How's the family like it?
It's hard to describe because they love it. I mean, no matter what's going on in their personal life, when I mention them we have a horse running the weekend, all plans are to meet at the track with their friends and what have you, and make a day of it.
Just brought in some new owners.
Well, it's a real interesting story. Every year at the BC Cup Golf Tournament, we have a regular foursome of my friend Joel Wishart, Dino, and Dave Wilson. So every year, it's been going on for quite a few years. Dave is such a character. He's a pretty good golfer, but on his fairway woods, lots of times he hits some, what he calls fat, takes some dirt, and he comes around with the same expression every time. He always says, "Too much dirt." So my friend Joel said, you know, Dave, if you say that one more time, we're gonna buy a horse in the sale. We're gonna name it Too Much Dirt. And that's how it started.
Against the Sky, tell us about this amazing story on her.
Well, my trainer at that time for a short period of time was Anita Bolton. I actually initially went to her when Dino went with Swift. And she's a sweetheart, and she was training a horse called Anointed One that I had, and she came to me one day and said, you know, if you're looking to claim a horse, there's one here that looks really interesting, and it's running for 8,000 claiming. And so I said, well, sure. So I remember the day we claimed it. It's a big mare, I'm sure you know that, and the first day we got it, we took it to the barn, and it was jumping up and down and kicking and just going crazy on me, and I'm going, what have I done? But Anita settled him down, and we got a couple wins under our belt, couple thirds, and then Anita went back to Woodbine, and then I went and had meetings with Craig, and we went there, and she progressed from there.
By progress, she really did.
Craig and my cousin Les came up with the idea, why don't you run her, seeing as 8,000 claim, in the Endurance Series against the boys, and I didn't really know enough to say no, so Craig's the boss, and so we did. And we won, I think, every race we were in the Endurance Series.
You got away with one.
Well, I didn't know the technicalities that much, but So she seemed to enjoy going longer all the time and seemed to be very, very sharp. So we took a gamble and put her in the Delta Colleen that year. We win it, so how good was that, right? So we carried on, and then Greg said, well, you know what? Go big or go home. Let's go into the ballerina. As you know, there's a lot of very nice horses in that field, and I didn't know what to expect. I wasn't expecting much, to be honest with you. And Frank knew the horse very well, and she had her usual move. I guess she was just sharp, and when it was time to make a move, she made the move, and she won it. I mean, like, I was in tears. I couldn't believe it. I was so happy.
What would you like to see for your stable down the road?
Well, I'd like to get another big mare, and I really would like to get a gelding that goes a distance. I thoroughly enjoyed watching Rusty race because he was a closer, and that was really special. The other horse I have, Bear Rock and Roll, is a very fast horse, but he's a sprinter. And he goes and goes and goes until he drops. So he's not distant. So I really enjoyed the thrill I had with Rusty. I'm not saying it'll be a closer, but something that'll go the distance. That's what I'm looking for.
Thanks for doing this.
Absolutely.